Hello and welcome back to the Claudinho F1 channel. I'm your host Claude, and today we'll be chatting about an interesting driver potentially on next year's grid in F1, and the driver is Mick Schumacher. Today we'll be discussing if he is the real deal. Will he be good enough as his father Michael Schumacher, and what team he's likely to join, and whether he can win a world championship. So before I answer all those questions, I do want to go over what he has done so far in his career. Obviously, he's 21 years of age, son of Michael Schumacher, 7-time world champion. He started off his karting career in 2011. His first championship was the ADAC Kart Masters. He finished 9th in 2011, and he finished 7th in 2012. He also took part in the Euro Winter Cup in 2011 and 2012, both coming third, and then he took part in, I think it was 2013, the German Junior Kart Championship. He finished third there. Very interesting. He did not go under the Schumacher name in those championships. He went the name he used in those championships was Mick Jr., which was very interesting. You can see that. I think this is a sign that he did not want to use the Schumacher name to gain publicity. You know, he kind of wants to go his own direction, a different direction to what his father did. I don't think he wants to use the name to help him get any free handouts or anything, or get any big sponsorship deals or anything. But yeah, it's very interesting to see there Mick Jr. Not using the Schumacher name. He then joined Prima Power team in 2016. Obviously, big links to Ferrari there. He then, in 2017, he joined the F3 Championship. He finished 12th in 2017. Highlight there was, of course, third place at Monza. And then in 2018, very slow start, but he did pick up his first win at Spa in 2018 in the F3 Championship. Before that win, he was 67 points behind championship leader Dan Ticktum, and then this is very interesting. He went on to win the F3 Championship after that race. He ended up taking 7 wins, and 5 of those wins were consecutive. He ended up winning the F3 World Championship, 57 points ahead of second place Dan Ticktum. That is very, very impressive. Very, very impressive to see that there. In 2019, he joins the F2 Championship. He finished 12th. Very average indeed, but you can, I don't know, for a rookie in F2, you can't really say much, you know. Then this year in F2 in 2020, he's currently first. He's got 191 points, and in second place is obviously his his fellow Ferrari Academy driver, Callum Ilott. He is 22 points behind Mick Schumacher, but that is going to be very interesting to see within the next couple of races at Bahrain. I think it could still be between Callum Ilott, Mick Schumacher, Yuki Tsunoda also. That will be very interesting to see. This year he has won the feature race at Monza and the feature race at Russia. Very impressive. and he was supposed to make his F1 testing debut at the Eiffel Grand Prix with Alfa Romeo, but that was cancelled due to heavy rain. But overall, it's been if you can win that F2 championship, it'll be a very impressive resume. Winning the F3 championship and also winning the F2 championship, potentially heading into F1 next year. That's the perfect resume. Obviously, his karting career was very average, but obviously F3 and F2. If he can win that F2 championship, guaranteed he will be in F1 next year. So, a couple of questions I do have to answer about Mick Schumacher is he the best Ferrari Academy driver? In my opinion, if he can win that F2 championship, I think certainly he will be the best Ferrari Academy driver. Obviously, Ferrari Academy is very talented. They got Robert Schwartzman, they got Callum Ilott. Who else do they have? Arthur Leclerc, brother of Charles Leclerc. Some very impressive drivers there, all looking to get that Ferrari seat. But I think if I was to say is he the best, I'd probably tie him between Callum Ilott, to be fair with you. Mick Schumacher and Callum Ilott tied. Robert Schwartzman, it's his debut season in F2, so obviously three talented drivers, but yeah, I do. Leading on to the next question, is he good enough for F1? Certainly I do think he is. If he can win the F2 championship, he's definitely going to be in F1 next year. Yeah, he's certainly good enough for F1. I know that he does have a lot of doubters. People saying he's bang average at best, but if he can win that F3 championship, I know I'm saying this a lot. I know I'm saying this a lot, but if he can win the F2 championship alongside winning that F3 championship in 2018, that's an impressive resume. No F1 team can turn Mick Schumacher down with that resume. So certainly he's good enough for F1. He's definitely 100% definitely good for F1. Which team will he join? Now this is an interesting one because he was supposed to do testing with Alfa Romeo at the Eiffel Grand Prix, but I don't know. I say it'll be between Haas and Alfa Romeo. There's supposed to be a video coming out very soon. Me and Broom, which will be on his channel, Formula Jonah. Us discussing the driver market. Now, in that prediction, no spoilers, obviously, but I will say spoiler. But I actually did pick him to be on the Haas F1 team. Obviously, it kind of makes sense because obviously Roman Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen moving away from Haas, that leaves two spaces open. Obviously, Alfa Romeo haven't been their lineup hasn't been confirmed also, but I think Alfa Romeo will probably go with the safest bet and probably go with Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi for Alfa Romeo. So I do think it will be. Again, spoilers here, but I think it will be for Haas. It will be Mick Schumacher and Callum Ilott. I think since I think this is another video in itself, but I think Haas will end up becoming that type of feeder team for Ferrari. But yeah, I think he will be joining Haas. Obviously, would it be interesting to see him join Alfa Romeo? But I think Haas will be a good choice for him. I say the Alfa Romeo is faster than Haas at the moment, but I think Mick Schumacher and Callum Ilott could work wonders for Haas. I think that's a certainly better lineup than Roman Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen. These are two drivers who are 1 and 2 in the F2 Drivers' Championship, so they're definitely going to be hungry for points if they both get selected for Haas. Definitely Mick Schumacher, he definitely wants to make a name for himself. you definitely want to be getting on that Ferrari team as soon as possible. Haas could be the team for him. I've predicted Haas. So yeah. Next question: will he join Ferrari at some stage? This is an interesting one because, again, this does come down to two things really. How long will Carlos Sainz be at Ferrari for? I can certainly see him being there for maybe next 3 years. I would say next 2-3 years. Obviously, and then the next question is, if Ferrari were to go, once Carlos Sainz does leave, because we all know Charles Leclerc is going to be at the head of Ferrari for years to come, but once Carlos Sainz does leave Ferrari, I say Ferrari will go with the option of go with one of their options at the Ferrari Academy. So who will that choice be? It really does depend on the performances in F1. Who will live up to the hype? Obviously, Callum, very good driver. Robert Schwartzman, also a very good driver. If I was in Ferrari's head and I was coming to that decision, I probably would choose Mick Schumacher for the Ferrari seat. Obviously, we'll see what time if he ends up becoming a good driver. Obviously, if he does win the F2 and F3 championship, he's definitely going to go and try and go for that F1 championship. But and also having the Schumacher name, why not? Why not? Why would Ferrari not choose him? He's going to add more publicity to the team, and is that good publicity? I say it's good publicity. It's a feel-good moment to have another Schumacher on the Ferrari team. I think, yeah, I'm right in saying that he'll be the first Schumacher since his dad to be on the Ferrari team. So that's very good indeed. Do I see him being a second driver to Charles Leclerc? I probably do, to be fair. It really does depend, again, performance-wise, it really is interesting, how the grid will take place in the next 5 to 10 years, I would say. I would say, Charles Leclerc definitely going to be around till then. Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, George Russell, Mick Schumacher again. Can he put himself in the name of those drivers? Can he put himself in that hat of drivers? It's going to be interesting, to be fair. Next question, can he win a world championship? This is going to be very interesting indeed. Again, if he was to join Ferrari right now, Ferrari's car is not very quick, but as the developments come along, as they start to get things right, obviously this season will be this car will be one to forget for Ferrari. Obviously, can he win with Ferrari a world championship? Now, I'll tell you what, Charles Leclerc and Mick Schumacher in a world championship battle would be a very tasty battle, to be fair with you. It would be very nice to see Ferrari back at the top. Can Charles Leclerc and Mick Schumacher lead them back to being there? Absolutely, 100%. That is a very dangerous lineup there for Ferrari. Two young drivers who will be coming into their peak of their career, I would say, as the time maybe Mick Schumacher joins Ferrari. I don't know, it really does depend on what happens with his first season, Mick Schumacher. But as it says, that's a tasty lineup there, Mick Schumacher and Charles Leclerc. To be fair, I don't know what Ferrari are going to do, because they do have so much options. Like, the talent there is just absolutely unbelievable. I really don't know what they're going to do, and again, it's going to be interesting. Do I see him join Ferrari at some stage? I do. I really do. I think it will be a feel-good factor for everybody in the F1 community if he joins Ferrari. So why not? Why not? So yeah, I do think he will join Ferrari at some stage in his career. Can he win a world championship? I think, did I answer this question? I think, yeah. I think I've already answered this question. I'm just being stupid here, but of course he can. Of course he can. Of course he can. Obviously, if the Ferrari car gets quicker, of course he can. I think I've already answered that question. Now this is an interesting question, but obviously it's kind of obvious. Will he be good as Michael Schumacher? I believe probably not. You know, Michael Schumacher, in my opinion, is the GOAT of F1. 7 world championships. You know, the Ferrari he was driving was way quicker than the Ferrari now that Charles Leclerc and Sebastian Vettel are driving. 7 world championships, and you know, to be fair, the competition will be there for Mick Schumacher. So would I put money on for him to win a world championship? Probably not, to be fair. I think Charles Leclerc is going to be at the head of Ferrari, but I think as long as he doesn't screw it up, I think Charles Leclerc will be there for the rest of his career. I think he will be the head of Ferrari. It's I don't know. You know, having the Schumacher name just adds so much weight to your career. So yeah, I don't think he will be good as Michael. I think this is just kind of obvious, you know. Is he going to emulate what he did? Probably not, to be fair. He probably will get a couple of wins here and there. Probably be nice to see him get a win at Monza in F1. He's already got a win there in F2. Obviously with no fans, but you know, it would be nice to see, you know, him, you know, being a good, consistent driver, getting wins, getting podiums. You know, that is what Ferrari need. Charles Leclerc and Mick Schumacher can 100% provide that, to be fair with you. They will 100% rival teams like Mercedes, teams like Red Bull with that lineup. It depends again if Mercedes and Red Bull stay for that long, but I think I've answered all the questions here. I'm sorry again for all the waffling, but you know, this is just a very interesting topic to chat about. But yeah, so again, he may not be in F1 but at the moment, but you know, everywhere he goes, you know, there's always going to be interest about him. So yeah, again, I do wish Mick Schumacher all the best. I do think he'll be in F1. I think there will be an announcement in the next coming weeks. So yeah, best of luck to Mick Schumacher, and I definitely wish him all the best in his career. So I'm going to sign off from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any video ideas, please leave them down in the comments below. Please remember to like the video, share it, and please hit that sub button. I do want to continue making videos like these. So yeah, I'm going to sign off, and thank you for watching the video.